What is going on, guys? This here and we're back playing some more Creative World. That's right, guys. And guess what, guys? Today we're gonna be doing a little bit something different. We're gonna get away from working on this massive entryway, and we're gonna be starting the houses, ladies and gentlemen, the houses, because I get hit up a lot by you guys to do to basically show you guys how I build houses. So I kind of want to talk you guys through how I go through the creative process of building houses, so you guys can kind of get an idea of how that goes about getting done, right? So we're just gonna get into it. If you missed the last episode, we worked on this massive guy right here. So yeah, we put that little thing right behind me. We put that in, and I'm gonna show you guys what this actually is. So if we go into here, here, should we do it in shaders? Shall we? Yes, let's do it. All right, so let's put on some amazingness, right? Because we need some extreme amazingness. All right, so this is the walkway upstairs, right? Nothing is built inside here yet, so there's nothing really to look inside there. But this is gonna be a second tier walkway, so you can look down there. And then if you come down here, this is also a walkway. This is just a little bit bigger one. So I'm assuming this would be where your archery men would be hanging out, protecting the castle, right? Or the castle entry. Because this is not our actual castle, this is just the front entrance, you know, the little baby entrance. And as you can tell, I already set up where the walls are going to be started. Now, they do look a little bit small, but that's only because we haven't added the detail. It's actually going to go up to about right here, right? But it's gonna continue this little pattern. I'm just gonna add some like little spears up here, and then add some huge detail to these walls. So that's what you guys can expect here in the coming episodes. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead, turn off the shaders, and yeah, we'll just get started on the inside part of this. So I wanted to ask you guys a little question here. Let me know what you guys think about this texture pack. We're gonna be running the Unity texture pack for this episode, and I just want to see what you guys think about it, because it's a little bit different than what I usually run with, but I figured, hey, let's just try it out, see what you guys think, and if you guys like it, we'll just go ahead and keep it. Now let's see here, what are we gonna need? I'm kind of tempted to use what's that called? I'm trying to think of the name. Conquest. If you guys are familiar with Conquest texture pack, that was one of the ideas I had, but it changes the feel of everything, like completely. So I might just stick with this one since it is pretty similar to vanilla. We might just keep with that. All right, so let's just get right into it, guys. I'm gonna build like a typical small house that I would do. It might not fit with this, so let's just go build it up here. Yeah, we'll just go build it up here real quick. And it's gonna be real simple, nothing too fancy, but I kinda wanna show you guys. Actually, should we do staggered houses, or should we just do what we're gonna do in here? Actually, let's just keep with this, so that way you guys can see some of the roof designs and stuff like that. Okay, so when I build, I usually have an idea in mind as far as what I'm gonna build. For this, since we are just kinda going with whatever we think of as we go along, we'll just go ahead and just start building, right? Now, typically when I build, I like to build in odd numbers, so that way it gives me available spots to like put a door right here and then just walk through there, right? So odd numbers is typically what I like to go with. Now, there's really no set way that all right, so there's really no, I guess, general look that I always go for. Usually if I'm doing a build, I kind of have an idea of what the whole base is gonna look like. So that's kind of what we stick with, right? But because we're not really going with anything at the moment, we're just gonna go ahead and just go with whatever we can think of. So this is gonna be 5-1, so set 5-1. All right, now the reason I'm doing this is because pretty much it's a lot easier for me than doing this. See, because we do stuff like that, and that's gonna bug the hell out of me. So I'll probably just end up doing this the whole time, and you guys will see me just copy and paste, right? Bam. Okay, so that's just giving us a quick little look to the house. Now the reason I'm doing this, like I said, it's just so you guys can get some general ideas for what the house is, the roof designs and stuff like that, what I go for when I build. Now the roof designs I always switch up, but I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of different roof ideas so you guys can kind of see what I think of when I'm building this stuff, and then you guys can be like, oh, okay, that's one roof idea. Here, like, let's go with this one, and then I'll do a second one over here. So the second one would probably, let's see how far it would be. Okay, so if we're walking into town, we want the buildings fairly close. So I'll probably end up building this connecting over here, like that, into this place. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Because I want it to feel claustrophobic almost, where you walk in and it just feels like this whole city's alive. So we'll just go ahead with that. So we'll leave that there just so we know that that's going to be a closed off area. And then let's just go ahead and do a roof design, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's one of the main traits that you see in a lot of my builds. And then for the most part, I always build about 4 or 5 high. So let's just go like that real quick. And I'm doing this like extra speedy so you guys can get an idea of like tons of different roof design ideas. And then we'll just play with those. Okay, so most people that I see when they build roofs, they just do this, right? So you'll see them do this, and then they'll do this, and then you get this normal roof idea. So if you do that, it's okay, I guess you could say. But for me, I like detail. So let's just go ahead and do this. The simplest one that I like to do is just, I just plop stuff like this. So I'll go up a little bit extra, and then I'll put that guy there. Do the same thing over here. And then we'll go like this, and then like that. And then we'll continue this. So depending on how high you want to go, it just gives the roof a much bigger feel to it than a normal roof would. All right, so because these guys connect right here, we'll just go ahead and plop that guy down. And then one of the little things that I like to do is I like to add flicky bits, right? That's one of the things that most of my designs include. So something like that, right? And then for this, we can just go ahead and we can just go like this. So we'll just go that way, and then we'll stack this. Stack, which means just repeat it back. So let's just say, I don't know. Actually, we could do this. So we'll go, we're stairs, and then we'll grab up some spruce stairs, plop that there. Okay, so real simple way to do the roof. You just copy, see how that's full block, and then stair, and then you just do full block, and then stair, and then full block. The main portion at the very top always gets covered up with slabs. So usually I don't, so if I do this, slab, and we'll just copy that. Usually that goes back like that. So I'm not gonna put a full one at the top, but I'll do that. So we'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll just go like that, and then we'll put slab or stair. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, so it just goes back like that, right? Now you guys are starting to see kind of what it looks like. So if I go like this, and I go like this, and I just stack this all the way back. So let's just say 5, right? Okay. And then over here, we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna grab that. And this would be the same thing if you did it in, what's it called? In vanilla, like without worldedit or anything like that. But now you can kind of see what the roof looks like. And it doesn't have that like shitty fucking regular roof design look to it. And then from here, you can expand it out however you like. But I like this design. This design for me is super basic. Super basic, but at the same time, it adds a lot of character to your builds. So you can do that, and then you can place windows right here if you want to. That way you can get light in there. Let's see, stained glass. We'll just get some stained glass real quick, or we'll just do regular glass. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just do regular glass for now, because not everybody can afford stained glass, right? So we'll just do this. We'll get some glass, and we'll just pop some glass in here real quick. All right. Now keep in mind, back in medieval days, people did not have the ability to put glass unless you were really rich. So a way that you can get around that is just using simple fences, right? You can do regular oak fences, or you can just do some spruce fences if you're playing with the newest version of Minecraft, which is what we'll do. So there you go. So now you have your roof design all nice and laid out, and it's really simple, really easy to do. As for the front of this, again, we'll just probably just go with something like this and something like this. Now for the centerpiece, so we'll do this real quick. So we need a door, so we'll get a door. We can do some of these doors. I don't know how this is gonna look. I've never really played with these new doors, so it's kind of something different. Now keep in mind, if you're building doors, usually people just go and plop them down like this, right? And then they'll close it off. Now this, as you can tell, it's flat. It's one-dimensional. There's no detail to this. So something really simple you can do is just take that off. Put yourself a stair. So let's grab a stair real quick. Right there, right? So we'll just grab a stair, plop that guy right there, and then we'll go ahead and walk inside. And now we have a door that has a lot more detail. So this is what you want to do. You want to just add detail everywhere you can. Now that's just one simple way to do it. You could do this with cobblestone. That would fit with your design. But most likely this would just end up being wood right there. So that's just super easy, super simple. And then what you also can do is just do this. So if we plop it like that, and then we'll just go ahead and copy this, and then we'll stack this, let's just say 3, because it's gonna be pretty big. All right, cool. So we'll just go with that design, and then do the same thing over here. So we just go out 1, plop this up here, and then we'll go ahead and close this off right here, and then we'll just copy this, that, and then we'll stack it again. So stack it 3. All right, cool. So now you can kind of see how I would lay out a building. Like I said, this is a super basic design. It's most likely not gonna fit with the rest of this build because I don't know. I think the houses in here would probably be a lot more condensed, and this roof design takes up a lot of room. Like we could, if we really wanted to, like up here, just set this whole thing. So let's go over here, go there, and then what is this, 5-1? So set 5-1. So you could just do that, and then you have a second floor to it, and then a really easy way to do it is just put on the side here, just do a ladder, right? Because you got to keep in mind when you're trying to build certain looks to things, you got to think about, well, would they be able to put stone stairs in here? They could if this was a rich person, but most likely you're talking about somebody who's not rich, especially in these type of builds. So you want to just do something that anybody could build, right? And what works out is the fact that, hey, if it's cheap, then most likely I can build it from the start. Like literally, this could be a starter house. I mean, if you really think about it, how much would this cost to build? Just some wood, some cobblestone, and some time. And I think that's one of the things that you guys don't keep in mind, is a lot of these builds that you guys see me do, like that thing, and on any of my other Let's Play videos, or not Let's Plays, just series that I play, I build huge crazy things, right? But those huge crazy things take a long ass time to build. So if you're thinking, oh, I could do that, well, you can. It's just gonna take you a long ass time to build. So don't get frustrated if you can't build it right away, because these things take time. And the crazier the build you see, most likely means that I probably took a super long time building it. I mean, a great example would probably be my Direwolf world. I have some super intricate builds in that world, and those things just took, I mean, forever. So yeah, that's just one thing to keep in mind. It's just because it looks like you guys wouldn't be able to do it, all it really is just time. If you guys have the time, the patience to do this stuff, you guys will be able to do it. So we're just gonna do some real quick. So fill 20 grass. Oh, so I think I did this wrong. Fill grass 20. And then we'll do fill. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's see. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what we want. All right, so there's not much else I can say about this build style. It's just a matter of playing with it. So with the roof designs, if you want to expand the roofs out, you can. So it doesn't have to go up that high. I think for me personally, this tall roof design is just something that I really enjoy. So that's kind of why I end up reusing this style of design. I mean, if you guys come up with your own design, that'll be key to developing your own look, I guess you could say. This just happens to be the look that I always use on a lot of my builds, and it seems to go pretty well. A lot of people like it. I just always end up just playing with new designs here and there just to see what it looks like, and for the most part, that's kind of how I do all my builds. Because if you're afraid to get your hands dirty and just try out new stuff, then most likely you won't develop as a builder. And that's one thing that I've noticed with a lot of people. They just don't want to do it. Like, they get started and they're like, oh man, this is way too much work, and yeah, it probably is a lot of work. But if you want your builds to stand out, that's probably the one tip that I would give to everybody, is don't be afraid to just start building. Because like this right here, it may look like, oh well, you know, it's nothing, but once we actually get going and we start adding detail here and there, you guys will start to see the thing come together, and then it almost looks like I knew what the hell I was doing before I actually did it, which, yeah, it's half the time I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just start building and it works. So we're just gonna replace air with 5-1. There we go. All right, cool. So that's gonna save us some time right there. All right, so looking at this, we gotta step back outside real quick, because if you guys notice, this is all flat, right? And if you were to walk into this place, the first thing you're gonna notice is the whole thing's flat. And that's one huge thing that I will tell you guys. If you guys build and the first thing you guys wanna do is just go and make everything flat, might as well just do this. 0, there we go, all nice and pretty. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing this is because this would look ugly. Like if you walk in and you have this grand build, and then the first thing you do is walk in and everything looks flat, it's gonna look like shit. Eventually, you're gonna spend a bunch of time building this up, and what's gonna happen is you guys are probably gonna sit there and think, oh, well, this looks amazing, when in reality, it's probably not looking that great. Why? Because there's no depth. Just how you guys always see me add detail to my builds, you guys gotta do that with your terrain. So an easy way to do that is elevation. So elevation changes are, I think they're pretty fucking, like, you need to have some kind of elevation change. So set cobble, whoops, undo, and then let's set that to cobble. All right, now that probably looks retarded, right? You guys probably like, yeah, you should probably not do that because that looks stupid. Okay, but at least now if we start doing this, right, we're just gonna randomize this pattern. Now what we can start doing is we can start adding little slabs like this, right? And then this will allow us to start building up that way. So we can start taking this out, and then you can add stairs if you want to, right? But I like my elevation changes to be gradual. So I'll go like this, and then I'll just go ahead and carve this out. So there you go. So now, if we come down here, I need gravel, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's just fix this, because this right here is gonna bug me. And we'll keep doing that until it fixes my holes. All right, so there we go. So now you guys can see that this is all nice and done up. And then I'll probably end up switching this out for set cobble. There we go. Okay, so now we can kind of see a nice little change in elevation, right? And then you guys are probably like, okay, well now there's a nice little block right here of road, Well, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what's gonna give you a nice little look. So if we go ahead, grab this, and then I'll just expand this out. So let's just go grab here, and then we'll expand this out, probably stack 4, right? And then I'll grab, let me see how that looks real quick. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks decent. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks all right. So we'll just go back here, and then we'll stack it this way. 4. All right, so now let's check it out. Okay, so now we got a nice little work area to play with. So now we're gonna go ahead and do what we did earlier. So let's grab up some, oh no, we're using spruce, right? Spruce. And now we can start building this thing. So as opposed to before where we were just starting to build a house, right? And it didn't really make too much sense to build it that way. Now we can kind of see where the villagers and the traders would start walking alongside, and it makes it a lot easier to plan out a build. So if I was to do this, 2, 3, right? Let's go up 4. And then now if I come out, you guys are gonna start to see something come together. You guys are gonna be like, oh, I see what he did there. That does look pretty amazing, right? All right, so let's just do this. And then we'll just bring that all the way down, right? And then we'll just continue this pattern that way. So can we just stack this? Let's see. So we'll stack this maybe twice. So stack twice. That kind of grabbed it weird. All right, whatever. So I'll take this one off. And then we'll just go ahead, close that guy off. Did it? I don't think that did it right. No, it didn't do it right. All right, fuck it. Plan B, do it by hand. If it fails, then just do it by hand. All right, so we'll just go ahead and do it the traditional way, which is just how I usually do it. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go down from here, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll go down from here. All right, so then you guys are gonna start to see a big difference in how the build's gonna look. So we go like that, and now we just bring this all the way across like that, and then we just bring this out like that. Do we like that? I think we might like this. And we'll support this like that. Real simple, nothing too fancy or crazy. Actually, we could get one more if we did this. Let's see how that looks. Do I like that better? I think I might like this better. Yeah, so let's just do that. So we'll go ahead and just copy it. We'll build one and then we'll just copy it. Let me see if I like that one. Yeah, that looks way better. We just gotta fix that guy. So it goes like this. All right, so let's just do this. And then we'll just copy. I'm like, all right, so copy. Now we'll see if it works. We will see if it works. So it should paste here. There we go. See this? Look how much easier this is now. And of course we gotta fix those too, but hey, whatevs. Oh no, whoops. Whoops. All right, so I guess we'll probably just have to go like this. All right, so this will make it a lot easier though. And I don't think this is gonna work. Is it? It kind of worked. It just went out too far, so undo. All right, so I guess we can just go right here. Right? Paste. There we go. All right, so we got to go out one more. And then we'll just go paste. All right, so yeah, that looks way better. Okay. So unfortunately we had to destroy this thing, but it's for the better good. It is for the better. All right, so we just plop that there. Take that guy off. We'll just do this. And like I said, there's really no correct way to do this. It's just a matter of personal taste. So if you guys like this, you can do it this way. If you don't like it, then too bad. All right, so we're gonna rotate this 90 degrees, and then we'll just go out 1, 2, 3, and then this should be, did I do it right? Oh, it's behind me, whoops. So let's do this one more time. So we're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna flip it. What side is this? This would be north. So let's see if we do this right. Flip north. So go 1, 2, 3, and then this should be it right here. Please work. Of course you're not gonna work. All right, so I figured it out. Just a matter of not being a derp. All right, so now I'm just gonna close this off so you guys can kind of see it come together. So we'll do that, and then we go walls. I think it's cobble. There you go. All right, so now we have some cobblestone walls, and then we'll just grab this, and then we'll go here, and we will replace air with 5.1. There we go. All right, cool. So then we're just gonna block that out. All right, perfect. So now you guys can kind of start to see how this looks a lot better. As opposed to just having a building on a flat area, now we have this little thing. I don't even know what you would consider this, but it's kind of like the base for a building, and it would make a lot more sense because you don't want to come in and just have shops right here, right? Most likely the shops would be elevated, because if you look, there's mountains and stuff, the water's gonna come down and it's gonna come right into these buildings and stuff. So this would make a lot more sense to have. And then you could just, like in the front right here, you could have a little entryway if you really wanted to. So let's just make a little simple entryway. So we'll just go with 3 wide, right? Yeah, 3 wide, and then we'll just go like this. And then we'll just close this off like that. And then for when you're trying to make like small arches like this, it's perfectly fine to do something like that. For roofs, I wouldn't recommend it, just because it takes away as opposed to adding to the detail. So just something to keep in mind. All right, so now we have that closed off, and it's starting to look a little bit better. So I would probably just do this right here, and then we can just close off this centerpiece right there. Right, so now you have a little bit of a detail, but it's not too much where it wouldn't make sense. So, all right. Yeah, and then this could be the entryway for the building itself. And again, you can vary the different block types and stuff like that. I'm just doing it all in cobble and this stuff, just so you guys can kind of see that you can build this in regular vanilla without it being a big problem. All right. So yeah, I think guys, I don't know if I want to do too many more simple tip videos. So I want your guys' input. Do you guys like me doing these like tip videos, I guess you could say, where I just build and then kind of walk you through how I typically build my stuff? So that way you guys can kind of start building your own stuff and not get too frustrated with the idea that, hey, only Dizzy can build this kind of stuff, or you know, I want to get you guys' input as far as what you guys are thinking, especially with this style of video. It's a little bit different than the other ones that we've done, and it's, for me, it's fun because I get to answer you guys' questions and talk you through these little builds. And then you guys give me some amazing input as far as whether you guys like this stuff or not. And then I just go from there. So I want you guys to go down in the comments right now and let me know if you guys want me to do more of these how-to tip videos. So that way I can give you guys all of my building tips, and then you guys can let me know if that's something you guys want to see more of. Or we can just go back to this style of build where I just build creatively and let you guys know what I'm doing in the process. So you guys let me know. So I want you guys to go in the comments right now and let me know which style you guys like better, or if you guys just want me to alternate every once in a while and just go back into this tutorial style of how to build your own little city, right? But I think, guys, we're gonna call it a wrap here. I know, this is your guys' favorite part. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure you go down there and smash that like button. It lets me know that you guys did enjoy the episode, and it gives me all kinds of motivation to keep making these videos for you guys. And hey, if this is the first time you checked out my channel and you did enjoy this little tutorial kind of buildy episode, why don't you head on down there and hit that subscribe button. It's the only way you're gonna find out when I post another video. But guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'm Dizzy Aaron, and I am out.